this tutorial video, we are going to go over the presentation option for your video assignments. So if you're interested in doing the video option, then there is a tutorial video here, and this is going to be for the presentation option. So the presentation option and the video options are going to require the same things, but the presentation option is great if you're a little nervous about working with a video editing software and you are more comfortable using something like Google Slides or PowerPoint. So I'm going to go over it right now. So for the presentation option, the first thing you're going to do is make a presentation, obviously. So if you're comfortable and have access to something like PowerPoint, by all means, you're welcome to use it. I'm going to be using Google Slides because that is what is free and available to everyone, but you can use other software, that's absolutely fine. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to open a Google Slides file right here. And then so right here we have kind of just a blank Google Slides. So as you can see, it's pretty boring. This one's just white. Over here there are different themes that you can choose from, but to be honest, these are all kind of lame. So what I'm going to recommend that you do is, if you're going through this and none of these are really, working great with your topic, or you don't think are really adding anything to your topic, the other option that you can do is you can find free templates that are online that are going to be a little bit more like interesting and engaging. So I have links to the two sites that I use pretty frequently, but there's like probably hundreds out there. So if you want to just Google free Google Slides templates and see what pops up, you're welcome to do that. But these are the ones that I've used and that I think work pretty well. So I'm just going to show you what it kind of looks like. So for this one in particular, it's specifically for Google Slides and PowerPoint. So if you're using either of those programs, you can use the templates that are provided. So you can kind of go through and just look at, their popular templates, and that you'll probably see a lot of great options here. You can also search. So for example, if I'm doing, let's see, we're going to do like a paper on urban legends at some point. So urban legends. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but we're going to find out. Yeah, I don't feel like that's that helpful. Let's try horror and see. Yeah, so this is probably a better way of doing that. So rather than being too specific, try to get around like the genre of what you're trying to make. And then as you can see, there's lots of different options here. And then you're going to end up obviously filling out your information. So it's okay if it doesn't match exactly with what you're writing about. We're just kind of looking at the aesthetics and seeing if they work. Okay, so for this case though, I'm not doing anything on horror. I'm going to be doing 5 facts about me. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to go back to the main page and just choose one. I like, what's a good one? Let's go with this one. This one's kind of fun. It's folly. So if I want to use this, then I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to click on download the template, and I'm going to do Google Slides. Okay, and then it's going to make you make a copy. So this just means that it's going to take the original, make a copy of it, and you'll be able to control and edit that copy. So we're going to do that. And then if I'm logged into my Google account already, it should auto open up in my Google account, which it is over here. I can see here that I am signed in. If you are not signed into your Google account, it'll just open up a kind of blank version of it. But in order to edit it, you are going to have to sign into your account. So if you've noticed that there isn't your little information over here and you can't edit it, it just means you have to sign into your Google account and then try it again. Okay, so but this is what the template looks like. So what they're going to do is give you a bunch of different slides to choose from. So the way I will kind of handle this is I will go through and just save the ones that I think are kind of useful for my presentation. So I'm not going to have a table of contents. We're not going to do that. This might be good if I obviously change this picture. See, this is just like not enough information. This could work. 3 ideas, 4 ideas. I don't think I need like 3 or 4. Yeah, we don't need 6 ideas. So yeah, basically just go through and get rid of all the things that don't really fit for your presentation. Now, when you're actually doing your video essay later on in the semester, you might want to use some of those things like graphs, but for now, we're doing a pretty simple video. They are giving us a lot of options. But yeah, as you can see, you can kind of use some of these if they work for you. Okay, and then once I have this kind of narrowed down, then what I can do is make my title page, so 5 facts about, and then I'll put my name. Okay, and that's it. That's my title page. If I wanted to put some more visuals, I could totally do that. This is a pretty, engaging slideshow to begin with, so I think we're pretty good there. And then for here, we would go with our first slide. So this is where you're gonna start filling out based off the assignment. So for this assignment, you're gonna have a title card where you introduce yourself and provide some general information. So the general information I will provide when I record the narration. I'm not gonna worry about it now, but I will make sure to include that when I actually narrate. And then next, you're going to tell me about your name. Where does your name come from? So that's going to be slide number 2. So I'm going to go back to my present. No, it's the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so here, what I'm going to do. Let's see if there's a better one. So the other thing you can do to add slides. So new slide. So it'll just give you a blank one. You can also, so beside new slide, where it has the new slide with layout, it'll give you all the layout options. So all the stuff that I deleted, they are saved, so I can go back to them. So for the name, I'm thinking I might do this one, since it is just gonna be my name, and obviously make it a lot smaller because that's really big. Okay, so Mary Teresa Zielke is my full name. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. And again, I'm gonna, when I do my narration, I will go more in depth about what my name means and all that stuff. So that's gonna be my second slide over here. And then going back, so 5 facts about you. So now I need to have 5 fact slides. So I'm not gonna make all of these with you. I know this is a long video, but basically what I'm gonna do is, once again, I'm gonna choose a slide that I think would work for my 5 facts. Maybe this one would work, and then I could add a photo to go with it. That could be pretty cool. So I could do fact 1. I have a cat named Emerson. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger because right now it's not filling a lot of the page, but you get the point. And then over here, I can do, let's just search the web. I'm gonna go Siamese cat. Perfect. And then this one kind of looks like my cat. Replace. Great. That cat is cross-eyed, but that's okay. We left him anyway. So yeah, so that's gonna basically be how you're gonna make each of your fact slides. Is you'll have your fact 1, you'll write down a little bit about it. You're gonna end up adding more when you do your narration. We want to have a good mix of text on screen, but also adding to it when you are doing your narration. And so we're just gonna do this 5 times with 5 different facts. And then the last thing you're gonna do is your conclusion card, where you end with 1 word you would use to describe yourself. Again, just choose a template that works for you, and that's how that is gonna work. So once you have your slideshow all made, sorry, I keep going to the wrong one, I'm gonna get rid of this. Once you have your slideshow all made, then you're going to screen record. So there are a couple options of doing this. So if you have a Mac, you can just screen record it by going to Command-Shift-5, and it will make a screen record. And so that's one option. And then what you do is you just tell it where the voice input is going from, and you record it that way. So the way you would do that is, I can't show you what screen record looks like because that's what I'm doing right now. So obviously I can't undo it. But basically what you're gonna do is you'll have your slideshow open like this. You're gonna do your screen record program, get that started. and then you are just going to record yourself going through each of your slides and adding additional information. So here I would be like, my name is Mary Teresa Zilke. My first name comes from my grandma on my dad's side. Teresa is the name of my godmother on my mom's side. And then Zilke is obviously my father's name. And so that is going to be, what that is going to be. And then you'll do that with each of your other things as well. So if you do not have a screen record built in to your computer, or you've never done it before, you don't really know what you're doing, the other option is that you can use the editing program that I'm recommending to students who are doing the video requirement. This also works really well if you're doing the presentation requirement. So really, I would recommend downloading it regardless because it is free. So if you go to the website, it will have you download the version that fits your computer. So this one is going to have me download the Mac version. If you're on a PC, it'll have you download the PC version. I believe there is also a version for your iPad. I'm not 100% sure for that, but feel free to look. And then once you've downloaded it, then what you can do is once you've opened it, when you open the program, it'll look like this. So rather than going to New Project, which is what you would do if you're going to make a video, you're going to go to Screen Recorder. And when you do Screen Recorder, it'll download on your computer so that you can record your screen. And then you're going to do the same thing. You'll have the, I'm going to see if I can get it to like pop up. This might undo everything. Okay. Cool. Actually did work out. Okay, so it looks like this. So when you're doing the Screen Recorder, it looks like this. And so right now it is obviously listening to me through my headphones. And so what I will do is when I am ready to screen record, I'm going to open up this document. I am going to start recording, and then I'm going to open up the slideshow and just present it. And then when I'm done, there should be a little button that you can press to stop recording. So that's basically how it's going to work. So either way, you're good. But yeah, just figure out what works best for you to screen record. Figure out what presentation software that you want to use. And then once you have that figured out, you should be good to go. If you do have questions, I am going to be holding office hours on Fridays. So if you want to make an appointment with me, we can discuss this, because we are going to be doing these kind of video assignments throughout the semester. So do your best with this one, but if you do have questions or you feel like you don't quite understand what you're doing, go meet me in make an appointment with me for my office hours, and I can show you. I'll go through it with you. I can answer all your questions. We can figure out what works best for your computer or whatever you're using. And we can kind of figure that out for you personally. I'm trying to talk to obviously everyone's situation, so I can't cover every specific problem that might come up. But if you do have something that comes up, let me know and we can work through it together. Okay, so that is going to be how that works. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with.